Hey, Coach, it's Coach Simpson coming to you again. All freezing cold here in Arkansas, but I wanted to talk a little bit about how we build a call sheet and how we start to implement some of the things we've been talking about this week of how we're going to try to use misdirection, how we're going to try to confuse the defense through formations, through series-based plays, through RPO. So how does that actually work in a game? So you may have it all in your offense. Well, now how do you execute that? And so be a little different today. I'm actually going to be pulling from my newest book. I just put it out called Organization. So it talks about practice organization, coaching organization, and then today we're going to be talking about like building a call sheet. I'm going to move pretty quickly through it. If you want the book, it's on my website. If you want other resources, they're on there as well. Feel free to reach out to me also as we're going through this. But that's kind of the goal this week. We've been talking about different ways to work your offense. And so different ways to confuse or cause misdirection or to kind of be creative within your offense. So I want to talk a little bit about this one, building a call sheet. And like I said, this is actually directly out of the newest book I just put out. And so we are looking at building a call sheet. We're figuring out, okay, how are we going to find out what the defense is looking at and take advantage of that? So part of this I'm going to go through pretty quickly because it doesn't really apply to what I'm going through, but it's just some information you may find interesting. So we'll kind of move quickly on it. So creating a call sheet is for a lot of reasons. You know, obviously you want to be able to put the film you've seen into effect. As you are working practice, you pretty much know how the defense is going to react, what their keys have been, you know, what kind of technique they're playing, what they've shown they're going to do, you know, and so as an offensive staff, everyone builds their own call sheet. There's lots of ways to do this. I'm not saying mine is the best. I'm saying it helps me. And so maybe it will help you. And there's a couple of things you can do inside of that. This is a call sheet from us probably about 2-3 years ago, going into a pretty big game. So I use this one a lot of times as an example. My format is pretty similar to this. Obviously, it changes year to year with stuff we're trying to run, but the call sheet part has 3 parts to it. We're really going to focus on opening drive. So call sheet in general, though, for us on the left is going to be the plays you've kind of built in to what you want to run. Plays in the middle are usually to players or situations or personnel groups. And then on the right is really what we're going to focus on. That's our play script. So we're going to kind of skip through this relatively quickly to get to this one. So as we're creating an opening script, this is roughly what it looks like for me. And there's a lot of ways you can make it look for you. But what we are trying to do is we're trying to figure out where your eyes are going. So there are a few things kind of here in the bottom you can see. I put notes in there of things that I want to see confirmed. You can see the first one there is if we go and flop, are we going to get what I want, or do we need to use some motion? We've got a couple of things there about, are they keying the guards? We think they are. Here's some answers. Hey, on third downs, don't forget they like to do this. And so we got a lot of things in there we're looking at doing. But the goal for us is this, okay? We want to see where your eyes are going. So we've been talking all this week about Buck series. Well, going into a game, we usually already know, hey, we think they're going to read guards. We think that this DB is going to be the fitter. This DB is probably going to be the one over the top. You know, so how are we going to confirm this? Well, in our first drive, you can kind of go back here. You can see we're going to run multiple formations, multiple personnel groups if we have them, and then we're going to run our base stuff mixed in with some false keys. Okay, so for us, I'm kind of looking at this one. I know we ran Joker. That year for us, Joker meant the guards go the other direction. So I know early in the game, we wanted to run something where our guards pulled one direction and the play went the other direction. You can do that a lot of ways. You can run like an RPO, you can run a screen, you can run play action, you can whatever you want to run. But we would know early in the game, we want to do something where we're going to give a look of a play and see how you react. We're also going to run multiple formations to confirm what we thought you were going to do. You know, for us, I'm not a heavy formation guy. I do like formations, but a lot of times once I find the numbers, I'm okay to live in that formation, but I need to find them. So early in the game, that's kind of what we're trying to do is get this. So we're confirming alignment guesses. We're seeing where your eyes go. how you're going to handle motion, how you're going to handle play actions or screens. And then the final thing there is we're looking at, okay, we thought on film 27 was really good and we saw him live, man, he is an animal. So we're confirming, all right, where are some problem areas? Or, hey, we did think we could take advantage of, 29, whatever his number is. Is that the case? If it is the case, what formations are getting him where we want him to take advantage of that? And so that's what we're looking at doing inside of an opening drive to kind of confirm a lot of the things we talked about this week. So now I know, hey, they're not reading guards. Man, we might just want to run counter straight up. Or, hey, we want to run our play action, but there's no point in pulling guards. They're not really reading that. Okay. Or they're reading our tight end wing. How can we take advantage of that? So we want all these built-in answers that we've worked on, and now we're confirming them inside that first drive. And from there, we're going to take it and kind of go forward as the game goes on. So scoring points is great early. I mean, that's always fun. But the goal is to confirm the information you knew so that moving forward, you can be ready. Guys, I hope you got something from this week. I know it definitely helped me. Hopefully it helps you as well. If you haven't already done so, I'd appreciate if you'd like and subscribe to this channel. There's a lot of information on my website as well. And there's a new newsletter that is free. Please go on there. These coaches put a lot of time into it. And I wanted to make sure that everyone had a chance to read it. There's some really good stuff in there. It's fbcoachsimpson.com/headsets. Appreciate it. And if you've got something you want me to address next week on my YouTube channel, please feel free to hit me up some way and I'll try to make it happen. Appreciate your time.